Hello, Lorena.
Hi, Miguel. Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you. Okay, Miguel. So let's go to the platform. And today we have to no, we don't have to finish. We have to start Unit 2. Okay, so mm, okay, so in this first grammar, we will see the inseparable phrasal verbs. Well, when we talk about phrasal verbs, we have to talk about a list of phrasal verbs. So in order to remember or to study phrasal verbs, we must have a list, okay, and a specific list for this. So we're going to explain a little bit. So when we use inseparable phrasal verbs, we're gonna set that we're gonna separate the phrasal verb. So, but first, let's see what is a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb, we know that it is composed of a verb plus a particle. For example, we could say like this, run into, okay, run into. So this is a verb, run, and into it's a particle. So when we use phrasal verbs, the meaning of the verb is gonna change. Okay, it's not gonna mean only correr. So we have to use both, and when we use these two ones, it's gonna change at all. So what is the meaning of run into? Do you know?
Eh,
Maybe in Spanish.
es como inscribirse, ingresar o ir.
Eh, inscribirse, no.
Ir hacia algo, ingresar a algún lugar.
Okay, could be. Run, we know that run is correr, right? But run into, it's gonna be like chocarse con alguien por accidente.
Yes. I run
Yes?
into my friend. Yes.
Yes. So this is the meaning of run into. So we can see
Encontrarse.
that. Yes. So we can see that the meaning is gonna change at all, right? So this is the phrasal verb. But when we talk about inseparable phrasal verbs, we're gonna say that these two ones, this verb and the particle, are going to be separated, okay? When we're gonna put, for example, run hair into, we are separating the verb and the particle. So we are separating. But as the name says, inseparable, we can't separate. Always they are gonna be together, okay? For example, we could say, maybe in present, in past, she ran into me, for example, when I was buying some clothes, for example, okay? So in this case, we are not separating the phrasal verb. And of course, we could use with any tense, with present, past, future, perfect, passive. So we could use with any tense. But the most important part here is that we can't separate both words, okay? Verb and the particle. So For learning these inseparable phrasal verbs, we have to have a list of these. Okay, so right now I will send you a list. We don't have a specific structure for this, but I will send you like 2 PDFs where you are gonna try to memorize. Okay, so this grammar is for memorizing, the same as how we understood the verbs. So it is the same. Okay, this is the first one with with meanings in Spanish. And the second one, it's a longer PDF where you're gonna see some other examples in conversations. So it's gonna help you a lot. This okay, so for understanding, for studying, you could have these 2 ones. Okay, so you could study it in your free time. But now we're gonna just keep to the platform in order to see the exercises. And I recommend you, for example, after doing the first practice and the second, let's try to take a picture when everything is okay, because in the TOEFL test is gonna be like these phrasal verbs because those are the most common ones. Okay. So let's go to the platform. I will assign you the second unit. Okay. Now, inseparable phrasal verbs 1. Let's try to remember. Let's try to remember some of these phrasal verbs. If you have some mistake, okay, we're gonna clear up the mistakes.
Those are the most elemental, I think.
Yes, yes.
Great, great book, I think.
Sorry?
I should choose, in the platform, I should choose course. Course.
Yes, of course. And unit 2 we are.
In the news.
Yes, in the news. The first grammar that it says inseparable phrasal verbs 1, right? Yes, grammar, inseparable, yes, that one. Okay, so let's try to remember.
What about that? If you try.
Okay. Yes, just one. In that, for example, in that third, the correct one, it was with on, catch up on.
Okay,
Okay. Some phrasal verbs are going to have two particles just in case, but only until two. So the phrasal verb could be like 3 words.
okay.
Great.
Just a minute. I will take.
Okay,
I will take a picture.
great.
That's it. So I try. I
Yes, try it again.
honestly I forgot a lot of phrasal verbs. How use them, and but I try to I try to understand the sentence because of the article
Yeah.
or like on out. In some cases, already it's impossible to use, like in this case, for
Yes, it is.
for.
Yes,
It doesn't make sense.
exactly.
Obviously, in this case, also, what's going on? To caso, no?
Yes, yes. In some cases, yes, when we use phrasal verbs, it's most when how how looks better, for example.
Yes.
Yes.
Turns out, okay. So, I we
Yeah.
take one shot, one shot more, one shot else. Watch, you can watch up, catch up on, catch up on. Tú puedes verlo, tú puedes agarrar, más o menos, ¿no? Decir,
Yes, catch up on, it's like ponerse al día con algo.
okay, you're right.
Yes. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, so here, this part, you could take it a picture too.
So these kind of exercises will be in the test.
Yes.
Okay.
All the platform is like the same, like what you are gonna find in the test.
Okay. So
Okay. Perfect. Any mistake here? Great. Excellent. So now you could the same. Take it a picture. So it's gonna be necessary.
that's it. Should I put next?
Yes. The next one, for example, that we're gonna do, it is the review. Okay. Do you remember infinitives? Well, put it next to next.
This next or
The
this?
other next. Yes, that next. Yeah. In this part, we have to remember the gerunds and infinitives. Okay. So you have to remember which verbs works with gerund and which verbs works with infinitive, right? So we remember that gerunds is the verb with ing and the infinitives is the to plus the verb, right? So let's remember it. This is a review part.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the last one that you changed it was okay. So you change it. Hopes always with infinitive, right? So how to become was great. And avoid always works with ing, always. So it was drinking. Miguel.
Yes, I'm taking notes.
Okay. Great.
And hopes always with infinitive.
Yes, always. Mhm.
Okay.
Great.
Mm, try. Drink.
Perfect. Now let's go next.
Perfect. So next.
Yes.
In this case, I, I, I had to choose the verb and verify if that verb works out with works with gerund or infinitive.
Yes,
Ah,
exactly. That is the task. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I have two mistakes.
Yes, and
First one.
it is because, yes, those both are, well, the first one, when we have consider or considering, always this word works with ing. So the best way, it is good join, but it is with ing. So it is gerund, joining.
Even if the grammatic form appears weird because are you
Yes,
considering join to gerund
exactly.
words?
Even the verb works with ing because in this case, considering, it is not a gerund. We are using considering because the grammar that we are using, it is continuous,
Yes.
right? So always consider, or in continuous way considering, always with gerund.
Okay.
And the same error that we have with finish. Okay, finish always with gerund.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay, great. There. Now it is okay.
Wow.
Why? Join. So joining. Join
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
ing, right?
J and ing.
Yeah, it was like a misspelling here. I read part. Okay, but
Yeah.
don't worry. Don't worry.
Yes.
But we have to be careful, right? Yes. Okay, so with this grammar, this was like a review. Okay, it was a review. Try to remember all these verbs.
All the
Which
rules.
one, yes, which one works with infinitives, which one works with gerunds, okay? So that is the only thing that we have
Okay.
to remember.
Okay.
And tomorrow we're gonna do the third grammar, okay? So just today we're gonna finish here. And tomorrow we're gonna finish with future time clauses. So for the grammar of tomorrow, you have to take it a check to future time. For example, will, be going to,
Okay. 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 Okay.
copy that.
Okay. 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 I will try to check.
Okay. Mm, okay, Miguel. So see you tomorrow and take care a lot. Okay. Bye bye, Miguel.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow, Lorena. Thank you very much for everything.
No worry. Bye-bye. Take care.